Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of JessCreatives with Trena. And today I'm actually doing an interview with Jessica, and she is going to talk to us about video and how important it's been to her business recently and how it's really helped her grow her business. So I'm going to turn it over to Jessica to let you know what she does.
Hey guys, I'm Jess, and I am a graphic and web designer over at JessCreatives.com, and I work primarily with service-based entrepreneurs, and so I work with them to update their branding, their print design, and their web design.
So Jess and I are actually friends, and we're in a mastermind course together, and I convinced her to... Well, you had a YouTube channel, you just weren't utilizing it, right, for your business?
Yeah, before I really started my YouTube channel, I had about 3 or 4 videos, and they were like tutorials I'd done over the last year, and it was just very random. I wasn't promoting the videos or anything, like it was just there.
Yeah. So I actually convinced Jess to start using her YouTube channel, and I want to hear from you. What was your biggest hurdle when it came to actually starting that video process?
Honestly, it was just myself. Like I had the equipment, I had the software. Like I used to be a photographer, so I had a DSLR camera, I had the lighting kit, I had the like really fancy video editing software, but I was just way too scared. I was like, I don't like being on camera. I don't like being in front of people. And even though, no one is in front of me, I know they're on the other side of the screen. And so I was just scared. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah. So how did you actually overcome that fear of, being on camera and then just doing it?
Well, a lot of it was you. I'm not just saying that because I was like, I kind of knew that video was starting to become more popular, but I was like, I'm just going to avoid this. Like, I don't want to jump on this bandwagon. And not that it's a bandwagon, but I was like, I don't know if I can do this. But then like, I'm very much like a go-getter kind of personality, and was just kind of thinking about like, how can I up level my business? Like, what's something else that I can do? And it just kept coming back to video. And so I finally was like, you know what? Like, I'm just going to have to do it. And I remember just one day just walking up to my husband and be like, so I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And he was like, what? Like, you? Like, I mean, he's very supportive and he does video. So he was all for it. But he was like, I thought you said you never wanted to do video. But yeah. And then I've heard, several people say it's not about you on camera, it's about the content. And so just trying to focus on like, okay, like they don't care about me, they care about the content, and just trying to focus on that.
So with the content, I know a lot of people struggle after the fear of being on camera. They struggle with, well, what am I going to talk about? So how did you decide what you were going to actually talk about and what your videos were going to be about?
That is something I still kind of struggle with a little bit, but mostly, again, just listening to you and being like, okay, what can I either recycle like old content, or just instead of, like I make a list of blog ideas and then I look at it and say, okay, which of these ideas could be a video instead of a blog post? And just kind of using that same content that I would, just instead of writing it, I just say it.
And then you repurpose it, right? You put it on your blog also?
Yeah. So all of my videos go as a blog post. So I technically put up 2 blog posts each week, and one's just written, and then the other is mostly just video, and there's very little text that goes with it.
And so I do want to say that Jess did go above and beyond when it came to video, and in August she created a video for every single day in August.
It was crazy. It was not.
So tell me that process. Like, what did you learn? Because I think that's such a great way to actually get comfortable in video. but it's a huge undertaking and it can be very scary. So I'm not saying you need to do this to start out. But Jess was like an all-star, superstar, went all for it. So being able to commit 30 days to it, like what did you find was the best, advice, or what did you learn from those 30 days?
The biggest thing, because I've done like design challenges before, but nothing that was a daily. It's been like in the past I've done like weekly or monthly challenges, but and I was very optimistic going into it, like, oh yeah, like I'll just do 30 videos, no big deal. And my husband was, because my husband used to edit all of my videos, and he was like, what? You want to do? That's a lot of videos for me to edit. So I actually taught myself how to edit during the month of August. But for me, it was just confirmation that like the more you practice, the better you're going to get. And so, I mean, because I started my channel in May. So from May to the end of August, there's a huge like night and day difference. But even just from the beginning of August to the end of August was a huge difference. And it was really, like I've heard before that the more you do something, the easier it gets, or like even just coming up with blog ideas, like the more that you blog, it actually gets easier to come up with content, even though you think like, I'm trying to just do like a monthly blog and I struggle with ideas. Well, for some reason, doing it more comes up. It helps you come up with more ideas. So it was weird how I just kept coming up with video ideas.
And I love that you say that, because it is so hard to actually, think to yourself, this is going to get easier, especially when you're starting out. But you having the actual track record to see it improve in just a month because you did it every day is just, it's such a true testament to actually doing it and getting comfortable so much faster.
Oh my gosh. Like I was like, I wish I had done this back in May. I wish I'd done this right from the get-go, because then now I look back at my videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, like those are awful. Like I really want to delete them. I look so awkward, but they're such good content. And so I just remind myself, like, the people like the content. They don't really care about me being awkward and tense. Like, so that's why I keep them there. But yeah, it was really, I'm really glad that I did the challenge. It was, now my videos are a lot easier for me to make. I feel more comfortable on camera. So
I'm super impressed. I didn't complete it, so I was super impressed. So since you did do that for 30 days, now taking that specific event out of the time frame, how are you going to fit in video into your like daily business tasks? Because I know a lot of people think that it's going to take them a lot of time, and they don't have the time because they have social media, they have blog posts, they have clients. How are you able to incorporate, creating video content for your blog?
Yeah, so that was something I struggled with, especially in August, but even this summer when I was, barely starting my channel. But I found that the easiest thing to do is just batch create. So I will spend, since I do a weekly video, that's, 3 or 4 videos a month, sometimes 5. And so I will just take a Friday, sometimes 2 Fridays if I can't do it, and just record videos.
Yes.
I just stand over here in my little record corner and just keep rolling and just keep going and, crank out all those videos. And
do you plan the video content out before you turn the camera on?
I actually don't so much.
Really?
So, I know, which is weird, because like that's something I did at the beginning. That's what you were like, just I write out a script and I plan it. And so I did, and that's why in the first few videos I'm so scripted.
Yeah.
And I did it a little bit in August, but then for some reason it became a lot easier. And I mean, because I would like write out the script, and I didn't really memorize it, but just kind of rehearse it a few times. But now I can pretty much just, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna make this video about web design, whatever. And I'm like, so I need to talk about this, this, and this, which is funny because I always press record and then start thinking. So when I'm editing, there's a lot of footage of just standing there, like looking at the camera. But there have been a few times where I'm like, oh, I need to like make bullet points to, remember, but I think it's so easy for me to not make a script anymore because
Mhm.
the videos are on content that I'm so familiar with. It's just stuff that I teach my clients or that
Right.
is so like basic to me that it's just, I just start talking.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah, and I found when I started out too, I was writing my scripts, but since you kind of like fast forwarded your process by doing it for 30 days, you were able to reach that point where you get comfortable on camera and that you can just, kind of get an idea and go with it. But yeah, definitely starting out, I think a script probably helped some to get
oh,
comfortable, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Because it was not until probably mid-August that I was able to finally not have to write a script. But yeah, even if I like just wrote down, like, especially in August, I'd be like, okay, so the next like 5 or 6 videos, this is what I'm going to talk about. And I would kind of just write out like bullet points for myself, but then didn't even always look at it like before I was recording. It was just like, oh, okay, so that's what I'm going to talk about, and then just run with it. But the scripts definitely helped in the beginning. Just getting used to being on camera. It was kind of like one less thing that I had to think about while being on camera.
Other than the fear
Yes.
of being on camera.
Yes.
So since you took this time and you committed to video, have you actually seen a benefit from doing video?
Yes, I can actually say that I've had 2 or 3, I think, clients that hired me because of a video.
That's so awesome.
One found me on Google, like, or Pinterest or something because of a video, and then they watched my video and then they were like, I need to work with her. And then another, I was talking with a lady, we were probably going to work together on her website, and she was moving platforms and was very confused about terminology and like how things worked. And I have a video that explains that. So I was like, hey, like, here's an explanation. Like, I could have typed it out, but
It saved you so much time, right?
yeah, I was like, here, like, just look at my video.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, that's so great. And then fast forward to the end of the project, and I have like a feedback form. And she said, when I saw you on video, you were so personable and helpful. And I thought you were just like talking right to me. I really connected with you. And like, you were awesome to work with and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, it was my video, like that. Like, I mean, not to say she wouldn't have hired me without it, but like to see that she actually felt like connected to me,
Right.
and that kind of thing was amazing. And then I have another local friend who is hopefully going to work with me in the future on her website. And she was like, well, I was referred to you by a friend, so I already had like a high impression of you. And then I went to your website, and like talking with you via email was great. And then she joined my email list, and I like sent out my videos. And she was like, oh, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. And then just seeing you on camera, because we have actually never met, even though we're local. She's like, seeing you on camera, I was like, whenever I see Jessica in person, when we hopefully meet, she's like, I just feel like I can give her a huge hug because I feel like I know her and she's so personable and like just really connected. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's true. Like, it really helps you connect with people. So,
and you've been in your business for a while. So do you feel like the video has really accelerated the building of relationships than, consult calls and blogs and emails? Do you feel like video has actually resulted in saving you time?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like one of my last few videos that I did in August was about enabling a feature on Squarespace. And I actually, after I posted it, then a few days later, I emailed all of my clients that I've worked with that use Squarespace. And I was like, well, unless they were very recent, I did the feature myself. And I was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, like, this is a new feature. It's not like critical, but it's helpful. And here's how you can here's how it works and what you need to do. It's very simple. And like, I got so many replies that were like, oh my gosh, thank you. like, that was so awesome that you sent it. And your video was so like to the point and helpful. It made sense. And so like building those relationships with just even past clients, like, because most of my clients aren't reoccurring. Like once I build their website, they usually can handle it themselves. But being able to send them that instead of just a long email with like, okay, now go do this. And like, because a lot of people, especially with technical things, they want to see it on screen. And so that was a huge help for me.
That's so amazing to hear. So if you could give anybody who's like on the fence about video, they're not really sure if they want to do it or not, what's one piece of advice you would give them?
Don't wait to be perfect. Like, go look at my YouTube channel, go like scroll back, go to the main videos. You can see how awkward I am, but it doesn't matter. Like the videos that those 2 or 3 clients that they saw and decided to hire me, those were my awkward videos, which is so funny. Like they're not even my recent, like better ones. They're me being awkward, but they didn't care. The content was good. It would help them. It showed, that I knew what I was doing. And so for me, that was confirmation that like, yes, like just start. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have fancy camera and lighting and all this stuff. Like, and even when I see like, people who have like 50,000 subscribers and have been doing YouTube for years, and I go back and look at their old videos and their lighting is off, like they're not perfect. So like, you don't have to be, people don't just start on YouTube looking glamorous with 50,000 subscribers.
Yeah, it's so important for people to realize everybody has a starting point. And you can go even to YouTubers that have like 3 million subscribers and you go back to their first videos, they started out, some of them start out on like a laptop camera. So it's perfectly fine to start out on your phone or a webcam or a laptop camera. Just get your content out there. I love that you say that because it's so important.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jess, so much for letting people know that video is a great means of really building your business. And I'm going to link Jess's YouTube channel and her website right down below here so that you can check out her videos, go subscribe to her channel. And if you need a web designer or a graphic designer, you know who to hit up. So thank you again, Jess, for being here.
Yes, thanks for having me.
And we'll wrap up our first Just the Tips interviews. I hope you guys like this type of video. If you want to see more interviews with entrepreneurs that are using video and their journey through video and starting it, let me know by leaving a comment that you want to see more of these. So thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.